Okay, we're recording.
Yay!
Hey! Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, subscribe, like, subscribe. Share with all your friends. If you like meditation and you understand what is going on here, share with the friends that will resonate with it.
And like this
Resonate
channel.
with this. Like, subscribe. If you like it, subscribe. Subscribe and like and subscribe. Thank you for coming. And everybody, you're being recorded. So if you don't want to be recorded, turn off your video just now, because you may end up on YouTube.
Yay! We have a couple of people still joining in. They're here now. I'm so excited. Thank you, Raheem, for joining. I'm going to mute some people's mics. If they haven't figured it out, I'm doing it for them. Thank you, Robbie, for being here once again.
Thank you.
And is there any prayer or anything you'd like to do before I do the Metatron, the prayer that was gifted to us from Metatron?
We could go into the prayer. We could say congratulations to Ilan while we're recording. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Beautiful divine vessel. It's a perfect day to say congratulations to you, because in the UK it is Mother's Day.
Yay! That's awesome. So I'll go to brunch.
Yeah.
After this. That's what everyone does, right? I miss. I try to get it on my Alexa app. I miss your Gayatri mantra singing. No one sings it like you on Amazon streaming.
Urbuva svaha tatsavitur varinyam parko divasya dhimahi Diyo yona prachodayat Om. That was a good start. Now you've got a recording.
Yay! Thank you so much, Robbie. All right. So now we'll get into our spaceships. And we will lead with the gift of the prayer that Metatron gave to us. And if you would like to replace Metatron with your deity, please feel free to do so. There is no dogma here. Take a nice deep breath in. Relax. Send love to the world and yourself. And after the prayer, we'll spin some Merkaba and go right into the violet flame. One more deep prayer in. Prayer in. Breath in. Lord Metatron, I ask to be taken to the next level. I ask for divine protection in all that I do. I ask for my abundance to be brought forward to me. I ask for all my karma to be cleared, and I ask for my prayers to be answered. I ask for my meditation to be successful. I ask to be led in the right direction. May I have the synchronicities that I may join with my own soul group and be raised to the higher level. I ask that I be pointed in the right direction to eat the right things, drink the right things, speak the right way, and act according to my design, that the plans of the heavenly hierarchy are fulfilled. I ask that my abundance benefits others, and my actions speak louder than my words, but that my words are pure, sweet, and enjoyable. I ask to take my place in the Galactic Council, and that I am made worthy, and the husk of negativity is taken away. I ask that all that I say and do is in alignment with divine will, and that I become my divine self, so that I may walk forward into my mission. And that I have the energy, strength, and power to fulfill my mission. I ask that my active and passive side join together in my Merkaba, and that I am fully emancipated. I ask this in your name. Amen. Picture your Merkaba around you and ask for the violet flame to be brought upon your whole being. Your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, and your physical body. Picture your Merkaba spinning around you, guiding it with your deep breathing, holding at the top and the bottom of your breath. Watch it spinning, invoking the beautiful energy of the prayer. Use your heart chakra to spin your vessel, your spiritual body of healing and enlightenment. Take a deep breath in. I am the violet flame. I am the violet flame. In action in me now. I am the violet flame. To light alone I bow. I am the violet flame. In mighty cosmic power, I am the light of God, shining every hour. I am the violet flame, blazing like a sun. I am God's sacred power, freeing everyone. I am the violet flame. I am the violet flame. In action in me now. I am the violet flame. To light alone I bow. I am the violet flame. In mighty cosmic power, I am the light of God, shining every hour. I am the violet flame, blazing like a sun. I am God's sacred power, freeing everyone. I am the violet flame. I am the violet flame. In action in me now. I am the violet flame. To light alone I bow. I am the violet flame. In mighty cosmic power, I am the light of God, shining every hour. I am the violet flame, blazing like a sun. I am God's sacred power, freeing everyone. Picture a golden cord going from your heart chakra to your third eye. Feel the love.
Hi, I'm Archangel Metatron, the angelic presence that encompasses the universe. Do not worry, do not fear. With global events escalating, do not pay heed to anything that is outside of yourself. Instead, recognize that the husk of negativity is being taken away from the collective as you allow yourself to come into your center place. As you open yourself up, as you open your Merkaba, as you open your chakras, as you spin your toroidal field, spin your Merkaba, you come into the understanding of the flower of life and what this means. For you are the 0 point. Nothing is happening outside of yourself. This is a projection. You're joining in the collective projection of humanity, of the holographic image, the construct. The way that things are organized in the physical world is a reflection of your divine self projecting this hologram. When you recognize this for what it is, and when you recognize that the 0 point is within you, you are the 0 point. You come back to yourself. You come back to peace. You do not let anything outside of you disturb your peace or your 0 point or your divine flow of energy. Your task within the lifetime, within every lifetime, as you're coming into maturity in your species, is to recognize how to use your vessel, how to open up all of the facilities you have within you to enjoy this experience, to expand into the expanded place of playfulness and fun and potency and power, projecting your highest and best case scenario. We have given you this encoded in the Clarion Call, the Healing Book, and the Galactic Council books. You have all that you need to know within this text, and as you read it, you're subtly changed to open up to your inner core. The end point of this experiment of consciousness is you fully activating every part of your divine mechanism. Within this stage, the next step is to activate the divine nectar, is to activate your pineal gland, is to close the circuit within your energy so you are fed from the pool of God at all times, from your true self. As you allow this to drip, as you allow yourself to be fed from this place, as you have the experience of this nurturing you, as you have the experience of this giving you everything that you need, you will recognize more and more as this happens, as you come incrementally into your divine self, as you come incrementally into letting go of the opinions of others, as you come incrementally into trusting your divine core, trusting the mechanisms that are within you to access your divine self, your Christed self, your Krishna self, your Buddha self. Whichever way you can understand this, there are many traditions that tell of how you move into the next place of your evolution, but they are all different points of awareness, different points of perspective that are describing the same thing. Center yourself in your heart, in your power. Feel this as you breathe in the peace of the divine energy. Breathe in peace. Breathe out love. Feel the truth of your Merkaba spinning. Feel the energy of this within your heart. And as you open your heart more and more, and as you connect the golden cord from your heart to your third eye, you come into alignment. You come into the seat of the soul. You come into your control place where you not only activate your Merkaba, but you steer your Merkaba through the dimensions of time and space, the multidimensionality of the multiverse, of each different life that you have lived in your light body, of each different experience that has brought you into your power, into the centered place. And in the centered place, dark and light are one. There is no evil, there is no good. There is only the 0 point of creation, and whichever story you wish to participate in, recognize this. You are participating in a story right now, a global story that you have chosen to incarnate within. Your vessel, no matter how old or young you perceive yourself to be, can be rejuvenated and regenerated, and the cap of what you think your vessel can achieve within this lifetime is taken off. As you open up to your multidimensionality, you are rejuvenated, you are regenerated, you are uplifted, you are brought into the 0 point of understanding your eternal self, your eternal, Christed, awakened, reborn self. A rebirth is about you recognizing your eternal birth. You are birthed in this lifetime in your physical vessel, only to be born again in your realization of your eternal self. Center yourself in this understanding. And as you do, you come into bliss. And the bliss of the dripping divine nectar that you are asked now to actively participate in. As you drip this from your divine center point of the seat of your soul, you come into the bliss and the awareness of the Christ. Feel this divine energy within you now. Each different vessel of humanity is capable of this right now. The majority are laying dormant within their understanding of their metaphysical abilities. The majority will not see this for what it is. And those who are ready, those who are chosen, we could say, depending upon the language you wish to use, those who are at the point of flowering will be those who activate themselves and bring humanity to the next level of their understanding. And you will not do this by trying to do this for others. You are not here to preach. You are here to open your heart. You are here to experience. Everything that has happened in the timeline of humanity has brought you to this point, has brought you to this channeling, has brought you to this realization, has brought you to the point where all prophecies are fulfilled within this moment. Allow yourself to come into the living waters of the Christ. Allow yourself to open up to the closed circuit of your truth, coming back into the 0 point of your creation, letting go of all judgment, letting go of your humanity and coming into your divinity. Your humanity at its deepest point is divinity. Letting go of the mundane part of your humanity and coming into the divine part of your humanity. Let go of all who judge. Let go of everything that has held you back or held you down. Feel this power coming from your center point now. Feel your heart beating. Feel your pineal gland. Feel the pressure at your third eye. And feel as your eye becomes one, your whole body is filled with light. Your whole body is filled with the divinity of who you are in your light body. Allow this now. All are capable of this, but not all will move forward to achieve this. This has to be experiential. As you surrender, as you allow, as you open up, within your thought processes, you activate the mechanisms that are within you. Feel this potency now. Allow the energy and surrender. Whichever way you can accept this tradition, accept Jesus into your life. This is one of the things that has been said. But we must explain to you that all traditions all change. Even the word Jesus was not a word while Yeshua was incarnated. For the letter J was not created until 500 years ago. Recognize this. The name is one, the 0 point. All names are mine. Everything is coming into the 0 point of understanding, and you're letting go of dogma and doctrine and anything that has controlled you, and you're coming into the grace of the Christ. Allow yourself to fall in the easy yoke of the divine energy. Feel your heart opening as you accept and fully surrender to the divine will of the oneness. This does not take away your personality. This takes away the negativity of the husk of the vessel you have been carrying. The perceptions of others are let go of, and the divine energy is accepted. The Father is accepted. The Mother is accepted in its divine purity. Feel the power of this as you open up to the creation you are making. Feel the bliss descending upon you. Feel the waters of the divine living Christ within you. Allow it to drip, drip, drip. Allow it to give you the sustenance. For many are craving sustenance of the body, but the sustenance that you are given right now in this moment will quench all thirst, bring you into the 0 point of who you are, and bring you into the deepest point of your abilities to play and have fun within this construct. Feel the potency within your heart. Feel the light coming from your center. The kingdom of God is within you. You are anchoring it now as you are drinking from the divine cup. This is all you ever need. Feel the potency of this, and this will direct you. This will direct your mind, body, and soul. This will open you up to exactly what it is you need within this lifetime. Feel the power of this. Feel the energy coming upon you as the Holy Spirit rests upon you, and you are given the peace that passes understanding. This bliss will continue to flow as you allow the surrender more and more. You are needed right now to anchor in the light, for the chaos that is happening globally is indicative of this transformation. The awakening is happening. You are ready for this. The time has come. The time is now. Spin your Merkaba. Center yourself in this moment, and all moments dissolve into the divine nectar of oneness. I am Archangel Metatron. I am with you always. All is well. Be at peace. How's everyone feeling?
Zen's out.
Wonderful.
I think that's definitely one that's getting transcribed.
Yes, because I had a question. Aw, little Tanya. Was it divine yoke, Y-O-K-E, or yoke, Y-O-L-K? Wait. I don't know if you remember saying that.
I usually remember when I'm transcribing it back, you know. But I think
Yeah.
it's yolk. It's like the egg is the 0 point, you know. It's like the first cell. The yolk is the center point, the 0 point. I think that's what it means. Yeah. I believe. It's a very peaceful one. Just feeling the bliss of it and the pressure there as well when I was sending love to you. Just saw that.
Yeah, it was like I was right when it was at the end. My head was like, I was just ready to meditate for 30 minutes, but I'm gonna bring that same energy back to my nap or something later.
Yeah.
To my
It wasn't
meditation
that
nap.
long, was it? It wasn't such a long channeling.
No, I loved it. It was perfect. It was, I had this thought, I wonder if it's going to be different. You know, sometimes I ask myself, I wonder if it's going to be different, how it's going to be different this time. And I had the thought, so I kept spitting my Merkaba while walking through the streets and doing things. And I
Wonderful.
got the message, if you change, the message is going to change. When we all come to like another level, then it changes over. So if that makes sense, it's like
Yeah.
just raise your vibration a little higher,
Exactly.
and you'll find the message also raises you another level, and it's also on another level. So
Yeah.
I think it being compact, but like me wanting to like almost pass out right after was like, oh, that's what I needed. That.
Yeah. It's the bliss of it, and it's holding yourself together while that all opens up, because you do, when the fullest opening of your Merkaba, you don't have any awareness at all, because you're everything, you know, because we're all everything, you know. We're all in that place. So it's different stages of the Merkaba opening, the different stages of you being aware of being yourself and the personality that you've chosen, the vessel that you've chosen, up to the point where you're actually in the oneness. And you don't need to control your vessel at that point, because like all bets are off, because you are the bliss, you are the oneness.
I think Dana, you've managed to turn your camera around to your room.
Yeah, I did. I don't know what I'm doing. Pushing buttons.
Well, you have a very nice book bag. If you
Yes.
want to.
Oh, okay.
Lovely desk.
Oh my. Okay, I got you backwards, huh?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Well, you got us forwards. We got you back. Hey,
There we go.
your heart
See?
on.
There
I
we
got
go.
me
see
now?
you now. Yeah.
Got you.
Your camera flipped. I always said we need we need a Skype class.
Yeah. I've never used Skype before. This is a new one.
Fantastic. How's everyone feeling? You okay?
Very well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robbie.
Thank you.
Very relaxed. Metatron and Robbie.
Perfect moment to your heart. Perfect. Good. Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
needed. Just what I
perfect.
Yeah. And I had done the Galactic book, and to get the drip and everything. And I remember, I love how you quickly talk about no judgment, in this one. And what happens when you get to a certain point of your fasting and you feel like you fall off after you're done.
Yeah.
That's your ego coming back into judgment. And so it's taken years to get back to my avatar self that I had during that fast.
Yeah.
And so I was able to spin my Merkaba and get back more of the Merkovic. It
Yeah.
probably also helps that little Clara is inside of me doing it with me.
Yeah, definitely.
So now we have this blue Merkaba Merkovic that kind of looks like Atlantis is in us, and we're over it. And then I got my little avataric self. Like you see the deities that hold things in their hands. I started to get that towards the end of galactic fasting and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
I haven't seen it in a few years. And now, here's the Michael song, right?
Yeah.
So you get everything.
Yeah.
When you stop fasting, it's like your brain judges you for not being on the same level you were yesterday. Just let that go and start spinning again, and everything started coming. Your tools, your conch shell, your sword of Michael, your
exactly.
what is that disc? I think that some of the deities hold. That's all a part of you. You have many levels.
Exactly, and it's about accessing that.
Yeah. I think
Shauna's got to run. Yeah. God bless you, Shauna.
Thanks, guys, it was beautiful. Thank you, Robbie. Thanks. Great to see you, Data, Elon, Claudia. Elon, congratulations again. Beautiful. Bye, guys.
Bye, Shauna.
Bye, Shauna.
Bye, Shauna.
Bye, Shauna.
Yeah, it's all within you, and that was part of the channeling that I remember now as well. Actually, I'm saying, like, you have all these tools. It's like this. It's about you finding all these tools within this lifetime of how much you can access, and the more that you access them, the more that you're able to come into that blissful state. And whatever it is that you need to do with whatever tool it is that you have at the time. Yeah. Beautiful. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's easily forgotten a moment later. So you really have to pick it back up and don't judge yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just
And
the
it's
ego,
the
man.
ebb and flow of the ego. You can feel it, when you go into differing states, of thinking that you're less or thinking that you're more, or, judging yourself for, forgetting something, or, whatever. But everything's in divine timing. So always, the more that you just work on it, practice your Merkaba, practice you opening your chakras, practice understanding what your toroidal field is as well. That's half the battle, because you've got your individual toroidal field, but when you fully open your Merkaba, your individual toroidal field connects into the toroidal field of all things. So that's you and your divine self. So yeah, like all of these different things come at the perfect timing of what you're ready for, though. It said something about also, it's like everybody's capable of it, but not everybody will access it, and not everybody will even believe in it. And that's their journey. That's fine. Like letting go of judgment, but also recognizing that it's like you're only here to open yourself in. Calling the etheric magnetic pulse. Yeah, the etheric. That was another channeling. I remember him.
Yeah, like over a year ago.
Yes. And the more that you do that you pulse that energy, the more that we're here to help each other, but we're here to help each other by helping ourselves. Like in our prayer and our meditation, becoming the best version of ourselves that we can. That helps everybody. That raises all boats. So yeah. Mhm. So it is. So your service to others is your service to yourself, and not in a self-serving, selfish way, but in a self-actualizing way. The more that you become your divine self, the more you help everybody else. So yeah. Mm.
Definitely even works on a train platform. Instead of going, get away from me, get away from me. I was like, this train is packed. Ooh, you got to spin your Merkaba.
Oh yeah.
It was much better. It was a much better journey. I'm like, why don't I do this all the time? But it's like, when you pat your head and you rub your tummy and chewing gum and running.
Yes.
It takes some practice, and what better way to do it on a journey? Definitely.
And you'll be given the exact circumstance within your surroundings or within your experience if that is your focus, if that is your intent, in order to be able to practice it. So you having that train journey is you being given the opportunity to focus on your third eye, to focus on the prayer within you. Send them chi balls in your head while you're on the platform or however it is, but you being present, just helps the experience. Yeah.
Sometimes I'm also very judgmental of my chi balls. And that's what I loved that one time when you brought us through. I was like, oh my God, I really felt it. We did it. So I feel like sometimes when my body is calling for it, we get this beautiful, amazing message. I know Raheem has also experienced that where you've said the right things right when he was thinking about it or looking for it. So
yeah,
that's great. I was going to say.
Thank you, Carolina. You're great too. Thank you for coming.
Yay! One of the chi ball experiences I had, like, is this doing anything? So I tell Clara, come on, we have to pray for another baby. Let's pray. and then I was doing the chi balls. I'm like, I hope this works this time. And then one of our friends' babies came home that night from the hospital after many, many days. And it was like, oh my God, it worked.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. So you never know. You just got to keep trying. You got to keep trying until you can help heal yourself and help heal others. But so
Thank
I was
you,
like,
Gigi.
don't judge, just do it.
Exactly. And everything gets called in at the right time. Everything is synchronized at the right time. So you thinking about you activating or you doing the chi ball is called in at the perfect time for that baby needing your energy. So it's like it works in double duty always. It's like you're learning how to work your energy and they're asking for maybe some help from you or some, or for a chi ball or for you to be in the moment at that particular point. Yeah.
Even if it's on the toilet.
Even if it's on the toilet, yeah. Anywhere, yeah.
You are properly aligned, letting go.
Exactly. Every different function that is needed, you help work your physical body, your emotion, and the toilet is. It might seem a bit crude, but the toilet is a perfect example of letting go. You letting go of all of that waste within you, like energetically, it's actually a really great time to actually clear your energies. So it's probably not something that's mentioned very much in prayer circles.
But it is here.
But if you think about it, when you're actually letting go, you're letting go of things that don't serve you anymore. You're letting go of things that you've had the nutrients from. And if that stayed inside, it's actually a really, really good analogy. We don't think about it because it's a bit coarse, but if that waste stayed in your body, you clearing it out is symbolic, and it's very powerful. So just let go completely. And as you let go, as you feel that letting go, you're realizing, well, that stuff's not going to do me any good if I keep it inside. So let it go. Yeah. Very powerful. Not something you hear in many sermons in church.
You can have your gratitude on your Papa squat.
Yeah.
Because if you're not thankful for letting go, then I don't know.
Exactly.
You just blow up.
Exactly.
Literally and figuratively.
Exactly. Let it all go.
This is Raheem. My camera is doing something weird, but I just wanted to say thank you, Robbie, Alam, Mommy, for all of the work that you are doing and for holding this space. It is so needed. And that message today was really, really potent and powerful. And I thank you for the reminder of stepping into one's divine purpose. Like, this is the time, you know? And if we ain't doing the work, honey, it ain't coming.
Exactly. I'm so blessed that you're touched by it. Good. Glad that it helped.
May I ask you a question, Robbie?
Of course.
Thank you. I'm kind of embarrassed, but I see during my meditations, I see different angels. And yesterday I had a wonderful meditation and with Lord Metatron, but I saw him, but I don't know if that was him because he looked a lot like Jesus, like the Lord. So it could be that the Lord came in because it was a very special meditation. But may I ask you, because once a couple of times I've seen this beautiful face that looks like a sketch, like a drawing. And, and I don't know why I had this instinct a long time before reading your book on healing. I said, oh, maybe Metatron. But I'm not sure if you see him only as pure light with a figure, of course, or he has a specific features, a specific face.
How I see him. Well,
yes.
I kind of experience him as pure light, really. Like, for me personally, it just comes like with the macabre opening. So to me, it is like the experience of the exploding suns when he's with me. So it's not like I see a figure or a figure's at the side of me translating through me with some sort of channelings. For me, it's like he comes from within me. You know, it's more like he kind of embodies me. But you'll see him however your tradition is. So that's the same with me. You know, my grandfather was a minister, so I was brought up in the Christian tradition as well. So, you know, seeing the archetype, if you like, of Jesus. He mentions something about Jesus in the channeling, actually.
Yeah, Yeshua.
Yes,
Jesus.
something about the Jesus wasn't even a word 500 years ago.
Yeah.
Because the letter J hadn't been invented then. So it shifts in the way that you perceive it through your own tradition or through your own perception of your own experiences of church or spiritual books that you've read or spiritual images that you've seen, or, you know, what churches you've been in. So that will be your perception. That will be your filter.
Right.
And with me, it's been the same. I've understood it from that perspective. But when I experience Metatron, it is just pure love, really. You know, it's just pure love. It's just like the energy of, well, that 0 point, that more and more, it's blissful. To me, I feel it in my heart, but then I feel the energy from here as well. You know, it's like that connecting that golden cord. So my vision, it doesn't, even in the deepest points of the deepest channelings, it's not, I don't have a perception of a form.
Right.
So it's more just like being in like bathed in divine bliss that it's hard to describe, really, but there's not an actual form for me that I see. Sometimes, well, it depends upon the channeling, but in the deepest point of the Metatron energy, it's only, he says, even Metatron doesn't matter as far as a word is concerned. Like Metatron, you know, Buddha, Krishna, these are all just ways to describe the same thing. That 0 point of God. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like it's all just emanations of that oneness.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
it's yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Robbie.
Is there any more questions?
I just have to share that I feel the same way with Metatron, as far as like, I can't say I've seen like a literal face, because that's for me, I'm not looking for that. But I know that he has sent and used other angels, like when we talk about the flying lessons, like Zadkiel. to push me forward, to clear my vessel. I remember I was snotting like insanely because I realized how impure my body was at that time. And so he used him to guide me up. It's like flying lessons. I think it says like other angels will come.
Yes.
You know, so sometimes I'll see other entities and beings more so in how they look in their otherworldly ways. That Metatronic energy has sent to me to teach me a new lesson.
Yes, exactly. A new point of the multidimensionality. Yes, and it's not saying that that's any better than the pure essence of it. It's all just different experiences. Yeah. So seeing the drawing, or seeing Zadkiel, or seeing Ezekiel, or seeing like whichever part of the experience, it's all as worthy as any other part of it.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like coming out of that place of kind of judging yourself or judging the experience as more or less. That's part of letting go of the judgment, and then you just enjoy the moment. You enjoy the moment of the lesson, or you enjoy the moment of whatever it is that's happening more fully.
Thank you.
So, that's a great question. And thank you for the share. It's always great to hear who's seeing things in their meditation. Who's getting visited.
Yes.
It was during one of the downloads. Like when I did the healing, try because I'm not an expert, to do the healing of my daughter. And then I was meditating, trying to get the downloads. And then I had this fantastic experience.
Beautiful.
And then I see the darkness that was sent out. I actually saw it. And then I see this figure, but he looks so much like the Lord. So then I said, I wanted to see Metatron. But then I said, I wonder if it's the same,
It is, yeah.
It's like the big figure, very, very, very distinct figure. And it made me think of the Lord. But I said, but I thought I was going to see Metatron. So, but yesterday was the best download.
But it is the Lord, though. It is.
It's the Lord.
It is the Lord. That's when Metatron says, replace your deity's name with Metatron. It's not saying say Metatron instead of Jesus. It's saying say Jesus instead of Metatron.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because Jesus, it's the oneness. Like it can't be the oneness without it being Jesus. Like when Jesus say, "I am the way, the truth, and the life," nobody passes through except through me. It's not even the importance of his name; it's the importance of the essence of the oneness.
Yes.
So it is the Lord. It is the Lord that you're seeing. It's just about you letting go of the judgments or the dogmas. Do you know what I mean? That have been put upon you to say, no, actually, our book's right. All of those other books are wrong. This book's right. Well, what Metatron's saying is, all of the books are right. They're just at a certain level to lead you to your oneness. That's what Metatron's saying.
Do you know, Robbie, that I'm really new into healing, trying. I'm just following your lessons. And then this is the second or third time that I did it on my daughter. And then I said, I take all her ailments, all her pain. I'm willing to accept. But because I'm a mother, I accept it all. But I didn't feel anything except heaviness in my head. So when I'm doing my meditation, that's when everything came, all this light, tremendous light after the healing. And there's so much light. And then I see the figure. And I said, oh my God. And then I see a dark figure leaving. And I said, oh my God, that's so amazing. And because before, the two other times that I did it, I didn't feel anything, nothing happened. So it's just grace, of course, tremendous grace. But to me, to actually see the negativity leaving, and then the Lord or the light in shape coming, I'm so grateful to you.
Oh, God bless you. I'm so glad that you're having a profound experience with it. And that's why it's so simple as well. The healing book gets slated for only being 50 pages long, But you can read some books and they're 1,000 pages long, but you only get the significance from a couple of pages.
Right.
They'll quote a book that's 500 pages long, but that's the only page that is actually significant. Whereas the healing book, like every page is significant.
Oh
And
my God.
And it's simplistic in a way so that you can absorb it and so that you can do it very profoundly and very quickly. So just keep going with the downloads, keep going with fully accepting the Lord. When you fully accept that gift that you were given of grace, it will multiply. So as you do that and as you stay in gratitude, you will feel the multiplication. You will feel it multiplying. You'll feel the power. You'll feel the energy. So I'm so glad that it's benefiting you. That's a blessing, so give praise. Yeah.
Robbie, I have never been so happy as when I got those books from your books. I could dance in the streets. I was so happy. Like nothing could affect me anymore because I had your books.
God bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's a treasure. Your
Just
books
keep
are
going.
a treasure.
Keep going. Keep practicing. Practice. Open your Merkaba.
So
Keep going with the downloads. Keep going with the upgrades. Just keep going. You're doing really well. So pleased for you. I'm so pleased for you.
Thank you so
You're
much.
very welcome. You're very welcome. Somebody else got their hand up. Is that a participant
Yes, so.
hand up?
Pardon?
So Rios.
Yes.
So, are you still there? You can't unmute your mic.
Hi.
Oh, wait.
You muted her.
I muted you by accident because I tried to unmute you the same time you unmuted.
Hi guys, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Fine, thank you so much for today. Robbie, I talked to Tanya this week. Thank you for being with me, Tanya, all this time. I don't know what I've done without you. I have a question that I was really wondering is like, if we are light workers, why you have the capacity or maybe the strength to help other people, but it's so difficult to help yourself. And sometimes you have this darkness inside of you, even though you can sometimes feel the light.
Yeah. Well, you are all things. You're here to experience being human fully. So you are the darkness and you are the light. And that's like when you see the yin yang sign, it's the integration of the darkness and the light, because God is all things. So God is the darkness and the light playing with itself, right?
Okay.
So don't bash yourself for feeling those experiences. You are the darkness, you are the light. Ultimately, the light prevails because light is all. Within the light is contained everything. It's like when you see a spectrum,
Yes.
triangle, a prism, and it's white light that goes into the prism, but the prism refracts into all of the colors of the rainbow, right? Well, that's all contained within the light. And it sounds crazy saying the darkness is contained within the light, but the light contains all things. So that feeling of darkness is only an experience. It's only a progression through your evolution. So we're here to go from the animal self to the divine self. And part of that is progressing through our murderous, torturous, dark, evil part that is the mud where the lotus is buried, the seed is buried, the darkness. And then it works its way up through the emotions and the water, and then it opens as the 1,000-petaled flower as you open up into your enlightenment. You're only in a forgetfulness when you're experiencing the dark. So it's just a journey. So don't beat yourself up about it. It's not saying you're evil or you're a negative person because you're experiencing it. You're experiencing the whole thing. So the more that you're experiencing the whole thing, you're experiencing the darkness and the light as one. So that's why I'm saying when it says don't judge, do not judge judge them not, Father, for they know not what they do, right? When Jesus was on the cross, obviously that's an evil thing. You look at that as, how could that happen to somebody who was so perfect?
Yeah.
But it's a stage of understanding because it's a stage of ignorance. So when you're experiencing that, instead of focusing on it so that you expand the experience of darkness, focus on the Merkaba and the purity of your light and your positivity, and you opening up to the next stage of it and recognizing that you're transcending something. It's all an experience, because God, being omnipresent, omniscient, all powerful, contains everything. So you can't judge one point without judging the other. So let go of the judgment of it completely and open yourself up to your divine capabilities. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like like one contains the other. It contains everything. So you are the darkness, you are the light. You're both sides of the energy, and you integrating everything is you coming into your purity, coming into the oneness. That's why when they're talking about prayer, it's the two sides of the duality. And then you put it together in the oneness, and you align your vessel, you align mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, and you let go of everything. It's like saying, being the crudity of that conversation, being on the toilet and letting it all go. You know, but it's true. So it's just part of the animal experience, and letting that flow through you. Don't judge yourself for having that thought, or whatever that is. It's about you dealing with it, recognizing it's there. I'm not going to focus on that because I'm creating something that's more in alignment with the journey that I'm on, and the way, the actual way. The way is the love, the peace, the gentleness, the kindness of the Christ. Yeah. So be kind to yourself. And when you're saying it's difficult to be nice to yourself, it's easier to help someone else
Yes.
than it is to help yourself. But when you flip that around in your head and you realize that you can help everybody more fully when you help yourself, you can help everybody more fully when you deal with your own self, your own center, your own love, your own alignment, your own expansion, your own evolution. You will be more able to deal with and help other people. You'll be able to help more people. You'll be able to help an expanded version of what it is that you're able to help right now. Okay. So flip that around by, instead of, like, when you're kind to yourself, you are being kind to others. And I don't mean suddenly be selfish and and ignore other people. I just mean, your self-care is everybody's self-care. Your self-love is everybody's self-love at that perspective, not from the perspective of ego, but from the perspective of recognizing that you're here to realize your divinity. You're here to align. You're here to be in that yoke. You're here to be in that center place and recognize the mechanisms that are within you, and part of that is the experience. It is an experience of, there's a, what was the story? It's a Hindu story of the demon swallowing Krishna. I'm trying to think what the story was. Anyway, he swallowed Krishna, or one of the Hindu deities. The dragon, the demon, swallowed the I think it was the child version of Krishna. Anyway, so it was like the darkness had won because the darkness had swallowed up the light. Okay. But while the light was in the stomach of the dragon, he realized his omniscience, his omnipresence, and he shone forth from the belly of the beast, and the beast was destroyed because because the darkness can't swallow the light because the light is all things. So it's almost like it was an illustration of the divine child, that it may seem as if the darkness is swallowing up the light, but then once the light realizes its divinity, the darkness is destroyed. You know, I'm completely paraphrasing that story, and I'm trying to remember what it was. But that's the idea. That's the idea. Okay, you are divine. So you feeling as if you're in that, you know, or the influence of that darkness.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of you. You can destroy that in a moment as you spark open your Merkaba, as you spark open into the truth of who you really are. So recognizing you are the darkness, but you are the light. You know, it's like that's the yin yang of the energy, and it's destroyed in its influence of, you know, our perception of evil. You know, it brings you into your divine self, and that's who you truly are. So
Thank
it
you.
sounds like a paradox, but lots of, you know, divine truths are. But that's the truth. So you are all things, and it's you moving through that understanding in order for you to recognize the divine spark within you.
Yeah, there were days that I thought I was so crazy because it was like I really didn't see a way out, and I was in such a dark place. And maybe the next day I did my meditation and I was happy. And then,
Perfect.
you know, and then I went again inside of the hole, and it's like, what? Like, I'm crazy or what? Because it's like, yes, if someone knew me, it will say that maybe I'm bipolar, because how can I feel so horrible and then, you know, be playing with someone and then feel horrible again and then be neutral, and I'm in a horrible spinning.
Oh, God bless you. Well, that's why Metatron says practice, practice, practice. You know, there is always going to be points where you're ebbing and flowing with your consciousness. There's always going to be points where you go into the darkness and you feel that energy, and you feel, you know, wait a minute, I've not meditated, I've not prayed, I've not centered myself. And then you center yourself and you open up to the truth of your light, you know. And you know, that's your true self. You know, that point is more and more you coming into the mechanism of bliss. More and more you coming into the mechanism of that being something that can, you know, can bring you into balance more effectively. So, you know, you pray and you meditate more and more effectively, more and more, you know, you practice it, you make it part of your routine until you're walking in the part of it. Do you know what I mean? And it's just second nature. You breathing your Merkaba opening, you breathing the bliss, you connecting to your third eye, you being more and more in your center, which relates and translates to a more practical experience within your day-to-day life. You know, it's not like as if it's just woo-woo or waffy. It's not like it's just, you know, abstract.
Yes.
It's existential. It's something that you can have as part of your personal day-to-day experience. The more and more that you're focused on that alignment. So yeah. So you just came out of it for a while. So again, don't judge yourself. Don't beat yourself up about it. You know, just, you know what makes you feel better. So do what makes you feel better. Yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Send me kisses.
You're welcome. Yes, perfect. You grow. Yeah. Are there any more questions? I'm going to have to go.
Thank you, Robbie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. Love you.
Thank you.
Thank
Love
you.
you.
I think we're
Thank
all
you very
set.
much. Thank you very kindly. It's been a lovely meetup. It's been very gentle. You know, the channeling was quite peaceful and gentle, and I'm kind of all blissful. But I hope the questions were answered sufficiently for you as well. I know it sounds a bit daft saying you are the darkness, you are the light, but from the perspective of the oneness, it's all God's play. So there's not, when you look at some of the holy books, you know, when you look at the archetype of the devil, you know, the devil in especially the Old Testament, can do nothing without God's say so. the devil has to ask permission for. If you the Book of Job, you know, when you see him, you know, tormenting this holy guy, well, he has to ask. He has to ask. So the point is, God is omnipresent and omniscient, and you know, the Merkaba is the way to access that within your life. To me, you know, that's the way that I've experienced it, and the way that I'm so glad that people have been helped by it. And it's so lovely that to see somebody new to the healing book as well, you know, because like it's only when you're accessing your oneness that you'll be able to have the profound experience of it, you know. And it's like everything is happening for a reason. So just keep going with it. Keep going with it. Keep using it. Keep opening your heart to it. And the more and more the divine experiences happen. So I love you all. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for being here. I appreciate this. It was lovely. I love you all. Lots of love.
Too.